Hello there. Welcome to The Defender, the most exciting security program on television. In this new year, we are still basking in the joy of seeing the new year, and it is indeed very exciting. In today's edition, we shall have the concluding part of looking back at the operations of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, in the year 2017. It was an eventful year indeed, and it was no less for the Corps. My name is Shola Odumosu, and I'll be right back. Please don't go away because I'm bringing you the details in a short while. Welcome back. The year 2017 was indeed a very turbulent one as it witnessed various threats to national stability and cohesion. From the agitations of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to the quick notice to people of Igbo extraction by some northern youths, to the attempts by the Boko Haram terrorists to regroup, it was all security challenges during the year. But the NSCDC stood with the country through it all, making meaningful contributions to national security. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps was enrolled on the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System, IPPIS platform during the year. IPPIS is the platform for the payment of salaries of federal government workers. The Accountant General of the Federation, Alhaji Ahmed Idris, flagged off the exercise at the national headquarters of NSCDC in Abuja. The Accountant General of the Federation, Alhaji Ahmed Idris, explained that the enrollment of the NSCDC Commandant General was a symbolism that the entire Corps was now enrolled into the IPPIS scheme.
Well, I'm here as a representative of the Honorable Minister of Finance, my humble self being the Accountant General of the Federation. The IPPIS project is our baby in the sense that we are the coordinating office, we are the management office. Today is significant because we have come to witness the enrollment of the Commandant General of the Nigeria Civil Defense Corps, and with all the attendant benefits of efficiency in terms of payment of monthly salaries of personnel, in terms of transparency, in terms of centralization, in terms of data rendition at any given time. Today is really the day we'll be looking forward to see.
The NSCDC's Commandant General said the move will enhance financial discipline and check illegal recruitments.
This has shown that there's financial discipline in the system now, and we have no fears because we know that we don't have anything to hide. So this will bring an end to illegal recruitments. We've never had any in the Corps before, but if there's any in any service, this will bring an end to it.
Another aspect of NSCDC's mandate which featured prominently during the year was the regulatory functions of the Corps over private guard companies. In this regard, a total of 94 private guards companies were registered during the outgone year. While issuing licenses to the new PGC's operators, the NSCDC's Commandant General urged them to maintain very high standards by obeying the laid-down rules. The Commandant General stressed the relevance of PGC to national security.
So when we are employing members, this works into it.
54 private guard companies were sealed due to illegal operations. Out of the number, 12 were reopened after fulfilling the requirements. The licenses of 102 companies were revoked for various infractions. 960 guards were trained by the Corps and 28 strategic and consultative meetings were held with industry stakeholders across the Federation. The NSCDC boss urged the Private Guards Association to work closely with NSCDC for optimal performance.
Immediately you get your license, we advise you to go to the states. Go and register under Private Guards Association. Because we are coming up now with policy that your license will not be removed. But we renew licenses for those of you that don't know. Your licenses will not be removed unless you become legal for the states.
The CG then presented certificates to the new Private Guards operators. The president of the Umbrella Association of Private Guards Operators in Nigeria called on the new private guards operators to work closely with the association in their various states.
It is strong in the 36 states of the Federation. I want to implore you as you get back to your states, where you have your offices, make sure that through the state PGC commandant, that's what you call a private guard company commandant of the Nigerian Security Principal in all the states, you have to liaise with the commandant in order to know the executive, the state executive, the ALPSA, where they hold their meetings, when they hold their meetings. Because we work hand in hand with civil defense at state level, even up to local government level.
In an interview, the CG made it clear that there were no rooms for bad eggs in the industry.
If you're found wanted, your license can be withdrawn anytime. I emphasize on the issue of integrity. That they must make sure that their operators are above board. And we've been having some bad reports about some PGCs, and that's why I say they must change. And I said change begins with any one of us.
Beneficiaries of the private guard company firms registered during the year were full of joy.
To be able to achieve excellence by working in partnership with NSCDC. We were never disappointed, even though the prerequisite is a bit cumbersome. And I know that it's because of the situation in the country that has heightened the prerequisites. But definitely we were able to cross all the hurdles.
Also in 2017, the Corps began talks with the United States military to collaborate in the area of training, manpower development and equipment for the Corps during the year. To this end, a delegation from the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria paid a visit to the NSCDC headquarters in Abuja, after which a team of top military brass from the United States also visited. The leader of the U.S. delegation, Major General Daniel Baldwin, said they were interested in assisting the NSCDC in building capacity, especially in the area of disaster response.
We're here as part of California's partnership program with Nigeria to foster cooperation and capacity building. As I mentioned, we have very, very similar roles in mission. One of our primary responsibilities when we're at home in California is disaster response. But in all the other areas that you mentioned, I think there's areas that we can partner and work together. For example, in your teams that are going to do Restore the Peace, that's doing physical security, that's an area that we certainly could perhaps do some training together. We want to make a very high priority our program to send soldiers now over here, and perhaps even have some of your troops come to California to
The CG gave assurance that the NSCDC will greatly appreciate whatever assistance the U.S. can offer the Corps. Also in 2017, the NSCDC in Rivers State arrested a suspected child trafficker who was in transit with his victims. Speaking on the development, the state commandant called for some works to be done in manning the nation's borders.
We have to be mindful of our environment and we have to try as much as possible to be wary of those we see. Because we have a lot of people. Based on information we got, this is not the first time they are coming into that way. We don't know the exact age which we are still investigating. It's concerned to all of us, especially as security agencies, to have people from other countries coming in just like that without the necessary documentation. We have to be very, very aware of that. The public should be very alert, pass information about the type of development.
A pipeline vandal kingpin was apprehended by a combined team of NSCDC and the Army in Bayelsa State during the year. He was arrested over his alleged involvement in the vandalism of a pipeline belonging to the Nigerian Ajib Oil Company at Olugboro community in southern Ijo local government area of the state. Thank you for staying with us. The program is still The Defender, your exciting security program on television. And we're on the concluding part of looking back at the operations of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC in year 2017. My name remains Shola Odumusu. Since having a roof over one's head is a critical aspect of staff welfare, the NSCDC during the year signed an MOU with a German estate development firm for the construction of houses for its personnel. Wasani International Concept Nigeria Limited is said to be an international construction firm. Both parties had engaged in a series of meetings and site inspection to ensure due diligence. The Commandant General had told them that he was deeply concerned about staff welfare, particularly in the area of housing. He said the Abuja project will be a pilot scheme as the initiative will be replicated across the country.
In bringing up with the price, even though I would not like the standard to compromise, I won't like the standard to compromise. But in bringing the price, please consider it that this is a pilot scheme. It's not founded. And if it's good here, it will spread all over the country.
Also in line with the NSCDC's avowed stance of giving priority to staff welfare, the management donated 2 staff buses to staff at the Corps headquarters in Abuja. Presenting the buses to staff, Commandant General Abdullahi Gana Muhammadu said the gesture will be extended to other states.
My priority is staff welfare. In line with that, I represented these 2 buses to Commandant and welfare. Tend to extend this to other states very soon. I think very soon.
The NSCDC topped the medals table at the 2017 Armed Forces and Security Agencies Marathon Championship. The competing organizations included the Army, which was the chief host, the Navy, the Air Force, the Police, Customs, Prison Service, and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. The Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, said the competition was aimed at promoting cordial relationship among security agencies.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to this maiden edition of Armed Forces and Security Agencies Half Marathon Abuja 2017. This championship aimed at fostering the existing cordial relationship between the armed forces and other security agencies is without doubt coming at a very auspicious time when conviviality between the security agencies is required to overcome the enormity of security challenges currently facing our dear country.
The NSCDC Commandant General had expressed confidence in the ability of his boys, and optimism which later proved to be true.
Well, I'm always telling you that the civil defense second best is not good enough. We are going to feel best, and I'm assuring you that we feel best. But time will tell. I feel highly elected, and I'm very happy about that.
The atmosphere was electrified when it turned out that it was the NSCDC which topped most of the categories.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Go and sit down.
The NSCDC flag was flying all over the place as it turned out that the Corps won both the male and female categories. The Chief of Defense Staff decorated the first set of winners, which included Dantu Janet of NSCDC, who took the third position, Unjoku Genevieve of NSCDC, silver medal, and Deborah Palm, also of NSCDC, as the overall winner for the female category. The NSCDC also shone like the star in the male category. They were decorated by the Minister of Interior, General Dambazao. After all was said and done, the NSCDC took the overall best position.
The civil defense, very outstanding here. Of course, they are mature enough for a civil defense game of their own.
It is worthy of note that in 2017, NSCDC won several laurels in other sports, which include basketball, handball, volleyball, and many more.
We are not others, we are civil defenders. We curb saboteurs and vandals.
Government property, no one who be the government? You be the government. Making no use your hand, double rule your property. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, they campaign to stop this violence with this scatter nation's property.
Also in Kwara State, the NSCDC uncovered the plant used to produce substandard oil lubricants for engines. While conducting newsmen around the premises, the state NSCDC commandant said no stone will be left unturned in apprehending all such criminals operating in the area.
This is another discovery by the Nigerian Speed Transportation Corps on illegal lubricating plant. This activities going here. You can see that the activities here is a suspected adulteration of petroleum product, and it's a crime to humanity, a crime to the state, a crime to the nation. Security agencies in this state will ensure that crime of this nature and criminality of this nature will be brought, is going to be brought to the barest minimum. This cannot be encouraged. You agree with me that sometime last year we have closed down 3 companies in Ilorin, Kwara State, and we will stop at nothing to ensure that those who are involved in any sort of illegality will be sanctioned according to law.
Also, 2 fraudsters were apprehended by the Corps in Kwara State. The leader of a gang, who gave his name as Adeye Batayo, confessed to be a fraudster but said he was not an armed robber. He claimed he became a fraudster as a result of his first return from South Africa following the xenophobic attack in that country.
My name is Adeye Batayo. We are into 419 business. I've never robbed in my life. I don't know. I don't used to any harms.
Well, you are into 419 business?
Yes, I'm used to 419.
Okay.
I based in South Africa before. I stayed not less than 14 to 15 years there. Then what actually, when it is indigent and non-indigent crisis started about 4 years ago, I have to come back home.
The Kwara State Command of the Corps also smashed a gang that specializes in breaking into cement depot in the area. The Nigerian Communication Commission initiated a partnership with the Corps towards the protection of critical telecommunications facilities across the Federation during the year under review. Both organizations signed a memorandum of understanding in this regard. The critical role of the telecom sector in the country formed the basis for the MOU between the NCC and the NSCDC, as the aim was to ensure the protection of telecommunications assets in the country as enumerated by the NSCDC legal advisor who conducted the signing ceremony.
The MOU, we're looking at having a mutual understanding for enforcement matters, enforcement, arrest, detention and prosecution for telecom-related offences. And it's important that we have the procedure, the guidelines. You know what you're binding you, do and don't. Look at it together with your legal department, and this is the final.
The Executive Vice Chairman of NCC, Professor Umar Garuba Danbata, who commended NSCDC for its pragmatic leadership over the years, said the move became necessary in view of the important role that telecoms facilities play in the country.
We have succeeded in practical terms, translating that important item of the agenda. That is number one. Number two, through the signing of the MOU, we have agreed that the protection that is necessary to be given to the telecommunications infrastructure in this country is so crucial. Protection from vandalism, from willful damage to this critical sector of the economy, as well as ensuring that our emergency communication sectors are also protected, because these centers have been put in the first place to bring relief to Nigerians in distress.
The NSCDC Commandant General Abdullahi Gana Mohamadu said the MOU was in line with the mandates of the NSCDC.
To a full-fledged paramilitary outfit with that mandate of disaster management as number one. Number two, it was also saddled with responsibility of protecting critical infrastructure and national assets. So that's why we're here today. So, the emphasis when we talk of critical infrastructure and national assets has been on oil pipeline because of course, our overdependence on oil for long. But it involves even the communication sector. Yeah. Now we've opened the agro rangers now that are supposed to give physical security to investors, both domestic and international investors in the agro-allied sector. And it also involves the power sector, the roads, the bridges, whatever, if tampered with, will make the government and the civil populace uncomfortable. It's critical to the government.
And that's the much we can take on today's edition of The Defender. Please join us on the same station next week, same time, for a fresh package. For questions, comments, reactions, and suggestions, please reach us through any of our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Till I come your way again, I am Shola Odumosu, reminding you of the words of Mahatma Gandhi when he said, "Truth never damages a cause that is just." Have a good day. Bye for now. For sponsorship and advert booking, contact the Public Relations Unit, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, National Headquarters, Abuja, or the producer on 0803 371 1199 or 0811 813 4154.